Long Yi recalled Long Tu inside the dark dimension space, and left the other 17 skeletons behind to protect Lang Yu. A trademark am going, you must be careful. Long Yi bent over and kissed Lang Yu on the lips, before deeply looking into her beautiful eyes. He wanted to show her that he was confident in finding a way out of this place. Lang Yu opened her mouth, but she suddenly felt as if something was blocking her throat, and a layer of mist appeared in her beautiful eyes. Despite not being fully convinced that Long Yi would be safe, she still nodded her head vigorously. In the past, she probably never thought that as a dignified Hell Saintess, she would actually be worried for a man like this. Long Yi took a deep breath, as he covered his whole body with the internal force of Ao Tianju. After making a gesture to Lang Yu to tell her to not worry for him, he plunged into this small cold pool. The water inside this small cold pool was extremely clear, however, it was very deep, and from the top, one couldn't trademark see the bottom of the pool. Long Yi dived down deeper and deeper, and a burst of bones-piercing coldness attacked him through the internal force protecting him. Fortunately it was immediately dissolved by the internal force inside his body. Otherwise, Long Yi would have changed into a human popsicle. Approximately after diving for half an hour, Long Yi still hadn't trademark reached the bottom of the pool. Furthermore, he discovered an extremely strange phenomenon while diving to the bottom. Originally, while diving down, the buoyancy was large, but the deeper he dove into this cold pond, the more the buoyancy became smaller. The water pressure would also push him down at a quicker speed. So Long Yi trademark's speed of diving downwards instead became faster and faster, but if not for the internal force protecting his body, his internal organs would have already been crushed by the water pressure at this point. Deep in the water, sunlight was not able to penetrate where Long Yi was diving. But with Long Yi trademark's eyesight, the lack of light was not an issue as he was still able to see around him. Suddenly, Long Yi detected one white-colored light flashing below his body. At this moment, the temperature of the water was so low that his arms and legs were already somewhat rigid. Diving closer, there were more and more white-colored lights. The numerous white-colored lights seemed to fill up the entire place as far as Long Yi could see. Suddenly, Long Yi stopped by supporting his body on the periphery trademark's rock. At the moment, he was both startled and delighted. He was startled as those white specks were fishes emitting a white light from the body, and the whole body of the fish was covered with a kind of scale-like armor. Rows of sharp teeth were extending out of the flat heads of the fishes, which clearly indicated that these strange fishes were absolutely not friendly creatures. He was delighted as there was a rock in the middle of the strange fishes, there was a fan-shaped tunnel entrance which water didn't trademark flow into. He assumed that there was a completely different wood inside the tunnel entrance, either that or that was the exit they have been searching for this whole time. Long Yi worriedly looked at those huge number of shoals of strange fish, and thought, it seems the attack of these strange fishes are not weak, can I rush past them? Should I attack them? The effects of dark magic inside water is not too big, why did this damnable place not have other magic elements beside dark magic elements? Am I supposed to use my internal force to attack? My internal force trademark's moves consumption is so big that afterwards I will not have any surplus left to protect myself. Let's not even consider to spirit attack? Dealing with so many strange shoals of fishes with spirit attacks will exhaust me to death. Suddenly, an idea flashed in his mind, even without using spirit attacks. Why couldn't trademark he use spirit to protect himself? Or can trademark he use spirit power to open a passage to the entrance? Long Yi visually estimated the possibility. Long Yi no longer hesitated, as his hands and legs were already feeling a bit numb. Since he already had an idea, he sent his spirit power to scout the path ahead of him. Under his command, his spirit power slowly went forwards towards the fan-shaped entrance. First, his condensed invisible spirit power bypassed those strange fishes and directly reached that fan-shaped cave entrance, then his condensed spirit power slowly spread out. This spirit power that spread out caused the strange fishes to retreat. In this fashion, an invisible spirit power passage was formed from Long Yi to the cave entrance. All around this passage that he created, those strange fishes filled up any available space. Seeing as he succeeded in making a spirit passage, Long Yi madly circulated AquarionJS to its limit. Just like a sharp arrow, he rushed along the passage towards the fan-shaped cave entrance. After discovering a foreign creature, those shoals of strange fishes began rioting, as they charged towards Long Yi. However, all of them were obstructed by the spirit power sent out by Long Yi. CreativeNovels.com approved only. When Long Yi almost reached the cave entrance, a burst of dizziness suddenly appeared in his head, and his spirit power began to disappear quickly. Long Yi was shocked inside his heart. He knew that this was the consequence for overdrawing his spirit power, but right now, there was no alternative. Long Yi had to grit his teeth and forcefully continue his journey onwards. He knew that if he stopped now, he would definitely die without leaving behind his bones. Urging his internal force to move, just like a cannonball, he shot to the cave entrance and entered it. After he entered the cave, he felt a sharp pain coming from his legs. Only after rolling several times inside the cave, Long Yi stopped and sat upright. He discovered several wounds which were still bleeding on his lower leg. Without guessing, he knew that these were caused by the bite of those strange fishes' trademark sharp teeth. Long Yi was struck dumb with amazement. He knew his speed, and he had also concentrated almost all of his internal force on his legs. Yet those groups of strange fish were able to pierce through his defense of internal force and leave wounds all over his leg. Without question, those fishes were extremely fierce. Fortunately, those strange fishes were not poisonous, and the wounds were also merely superficial wound, so Long Yi just stopped the bleeding, and he had no obstructions in his movement. This moment Long Yi began to carefully size up this fan-shaped cave. He was surprised to discover the walls of this cave was very smooth. The end of this cave could not trademark T be seen, and at the interval of 50 meters or so, there were two small white-colored magic lamps on either side of the cave wall which illuminated this cave. At first glance, it appeared just like a passage leading to heaven. After restoring his energy for a while, Long Yi stood up, and walked towards the depths of the passage. Soon after walking, Long Yi stopped, and vigilantly looked at both sides of the passage. After looking around, he discovered rows of lifelike people statues, dressed in clothing of different professions, holding different weapons. The only thing that was similar between all the statues were the ferocious expressions on their face. Long Yi felt that these statues were rather odd. He did not trademark T dare to rashly pass through the middle of them, but he had no other choice but to do so. Long Yi looked at the height of passage, before lightly stepping on the ground. He made a huge leap as he lightly stamped on the wall to propel himself higher into the air. Since he had the idea of crossing through the skies rather than on the ground. But when Long Yi trademark S foot past the first statue, as if a chain reaction occurred, all the statues unexpectedly came back to life. Their petrified appearance quickly disappeared. They immediately threw magic and key attacks towards Long Yi, who was in the process of leaping over their heads to the other side of the passage. CreativeNovels.com approved only. What the F *CK, Hellfire, and World of Snow and Ice, did not trademark T this damnable place not have other magic elements? Long Yi was immediately placed in a difficult position. Activating Big Cosmos Shift in the sky, he retreated, leaving behind after images as he went back to his original position. The strange thing was, after he moved back, all of these people again petrified into statues. Long Yi estimated that there were probably more than 100 of these statues. From that magic and key attack they had fired just a moment ago, he discovered that most of them were advanced magicians and advanced fighters. But among them, there were also mages and swords masters. That rank 10 magic, World of Ice and Snow trademark plus that dark blue key proved this point. What was he going to do? He was definitely unable to defeat all of them. If he were to run, he had no confidence to outrun them, as he would only do so if there were no obstacles blocking his way. If there actually were things ahead of him to block his advance, the only option left was for him to return to his original position. Having reached this stage, it was impossible for Long Yi to turn back, so his only choice was to try. Long Yi was never a sloppy person. As soon as he decided on something, he would put his plans into action. Pushing Big Cosmos Shift to its highest limit, Long Yi Euro trademark's body changed into a blur, and taking advantage of the 2 seconds required to dispel petrification, he rushed past them at full speed. Without decreasing his speed, he dashed ahead, and the sounds of magic attacks smashing walls came from behind him. Long Yi turned his head, and saw more than 100 experts were left far behind. The only bad news was that they were still chasing him. Unlucky, why are these things not turning into statues again? Long Yi was running away while complaining and was praying to not run into anything in front of him. Report this ad. Some people in this world is really born with bad luck. As soon as he prayed for something not to happen, the exact opposite of his prayers would be fulfilled. It seems unlucky people truly can have their teeth freeze while drinking cold water. Gritting his teeth, Long Yi stopped. Then he made a wry smile as the passage in front of him had a statue of huge magical beasts which completely blocked the path forward.